The other day, I made a video about Charlie Kirk, not speaking on his views or anything, just how appalled I was of a public execution. You know, something caught in 4K. Same way with Dr. Martin Luther King, same way with Malcolm X, same way with Fred Hampton. All of it is horrible. And I don't believe that's anything that our kids need to see coming up in this world. If you think about sliding culture and all of that, that shit is ruining us. And it's going to open the door for martial law. And it's going to open the door for all these things that happen in these countries overseas. You know, things that, you know, we see on the news, bombings, leaders getting killed all the time, people getting killed, public lynchings. That's okay over there. But U.S. has had a stigma of people come over here so they can escape that type of stuff. Black people come to the front. That's all I said. Black people have to stop this thing to where they don't educate themselves or they don't think enough for themselves. They just follow the crowd, the biggest crowd that's running with something, and they continue. Just for example, I'm not political. I don't care about none of that shit. Black people, why are you Democrats? Can you break down the laws that Democrats have changed over the past 50 years? Can you? Now, I'm not going to go on a history level, but I'm just about to ask you, can you? Do you know how any democratic changes have positively affect your life? I'm going to take a jump out and say 75% of us do not know, right? So let me get into this. Arm yourself and educate yourself before you join the crowd, before you start seeing things. Because following the crowd, whether it's pro-black, pro-white, I'm just talking about anybody. Following a crowd, what you don't know exactly what they're talking about, that can lead you into destruction. Let me tell y'all a story. The other day I made this post, right? And all I said was, God's not pleased. If you can't sit in a church and beg for forgiveness and beg for blessings and pray to God every night and then celebrate a public execution. I'm not even a Christian, but I studied the Bible. I know how hypocritical that is. From a standpoint of religion where everybody's supposed to be so religious, if you can't understand that simple aspect, there's a problem in the people you following. I had this girl debate me all night, basically about Charlie said something about Black Lives Matter and the LGBTQ community, right? Misinformed information. Black Lives Matter is not even a thing anymore. They were defunded because people were stealing from the program. You got to know who you following. But I ain't even here for that. I don't give a fuck about, LGBTQ. But when I say I don't give a fuck, I mean, for the purpose of the conversation, it's irrelevant. Now, we live in a laugh now, cry later world. And I don't find none of this funny. But let me tell y'all a story. God bless this lady's soul. And I'm not even going to say no names for a reference. Charlie Kirk got killed. And they found, and people in my area, people that I knew and grew up with, I'm appalled. They laughing, celebrating. I'm telling them, like, this is not nothing to celebrate about. Mind you now, it was a statewide search for this lady who was missing. These people she was found deceased, and condolences to the family. And let me speak nicely on this one because I'm not one of these people who attack. How can you celebrate Charlie Kirk's death laughing, reposting the man getting killed, dying in front of his family, and then when we find this lady deceased, oh God, cover her family, cover her. I don't want to see. That's why I say you got to know who you with. You got to know who you being a part of. Because these people that y'all following these popular talking points of gonna lead you to hell. Like, that's all I'm saying. If I'm wrong, shit, get mad. I'm one of these people who stand on it, and I can articulate it. Like, I don't have to claim to say I'm woke. We know right from wrong. And if you don't, learn it. And stop following these people. Stop following these people that's popular. It's cool, bro. I had everybody in my inbox. I had people coming at me like I'm wrong. Oh, you a coon. But you cried 2 days later. See, whatever you believe in, I'm something God loves, because God promotes the truth. The truth is nothing funny about death. You know? Now everybody quiet. Motherfucker, talk. Open your mouth. Because that's the party you was with. I was with the party of saying, don't do that. That's not cool. Whether you believe in or a person believe in, they don't deserve to get killed. Because the same thing can happen to you or somebody that you love at any point in time. And at that point, would it be funny? Would it be funny? Ignorance. You can say whatever you want. I don't have everything. I don't have the biggest voice, and I don't have the biggest platform or whatever, but I got this. And a lot of people that y'all following don't got that. So when you hear somebody with a radical view all the time, listen for yourself. I don't feel like I gotta listen. My personal opinion, whatever a motherfucker want to think, that's their business. If I don't have to be around this motherfucker, if they don't affect me on a day-to-day basis, that's their business. Black people hold on to this shit. Oh, that's what they did to us back in the day, and this is cool. They didn't do it to you. Kill that bullshit rhetoric and try to survive and be a stand-up person in your life. History don't have to repeat itself, but the way a lot of people talking like they're untouchable, it will. It will. At the end of the day, don't kill a messenger. Or don't shoot the messenger, because your ass can get shot anytime. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm something God loves, and that's the truth.